Hey guys, welcome back to my small engine repair channel. Today I'm going to show you how to switch your STIHL chainsaws from summer mode to winter mode and vice versa. Now it's really important to do this because you don't want your chainsaw to overheat in the summer and you don't want it to run too cold in the wintertime. So today I'll be showing you how to do this on the STIHL MS290 right here and the STIHL MS291. The 291 is the successor to the older MS290, by the way. And you can get away with doing this simple changeover with just the chainsaw tool that came with your chainsaw when you bought it. So let's start with the MS290 here. All you have to do is take this cover off, just turn the knob, lift up the cover, and basically to switch from winter to summer mode, you have to do a few modifications over here. It's really easy. When you buy your chainsaw, usually it's in the summer mode. And the way you'll know that is by seeing the sunshine icon right here on the pre-filter. Also, when it's in summer mode, the flap here, the black flap where my finger is blocking a hole behind it. So if you live in a country like I do here in Canada, we do have seasons. We have winter, it gets really cold, really hot in the summer. It's good to do this. You might want to do this at the start of every season, like summer and winter. I don't bother during the spring, but you can do it if you want to. I usually look for weather that's around 10 degrees plus 10 degrees Celsius or 50 Fahrenheit to be my threshold to switch over. So if you're getting in the fall in your country, it's getting around 50 degrees or 10 degrees Celsius above zero. You might want to switch over to the winter mode. Now this one's in summer mode, so we're going to switch it over to winter. Just pull this out, pull the spark plug boot off. You can use your chainsaw tool to do this. Just pry it out like this. And once you have it off, you can actually remove the rubber flap here with your chainsaw tool again. Sometimes you can just manage to turn the flap and get it to the other side here, but today I'm just going to pull it right out. I find it easier that way. And then you just basically reinsert it like this, push it in. And on the left side here, you want to make sure that the flap is under the groove here, so just push it down. Now reinstall the spark plug boot. And now what you want to do is flip the pre-filter part here the opposite way it was. And if you're going in winter mode, you want the snowflake on that part to be facing up. And then you want to install it in the grooves here, as you see. Push it right down, and that's it. And then what you do is put your cover back on. But first I want to explain to you guys exactly what the winter mode will do differently than in the summer mode. So by having your chainsaw in the winter mode, what's happening is some hot air will be coming out of the hole that's open here. And again, it's open because we flipped that tab over to the left side. So what this will allow is some hot air from the engine to go back here and come through the pre-filter. So the air is going to go here, right past it, and then it's going to circulate where the carburetor is, keeping it warmer than what it normally would be. So no doubt with the air circulating back here, it will keep everything warm. Nothing's going to freeze up. Your carburetor will be staying a lot warmer than what it normally would be, and it's going to prevent a lot of ice buildup in there. And that mode only works when the cover is back on, so do not run your chainsaw without the back cover. So as you saw there, it's quite easy to switch from summer to winter. Now I will switch it back to winter just to show you how that's done. So again, you want to pull out the pre-filter, pull off the spark plug boot, and now pull the black tab here out using your chainsaw tool again. And to go back in summer mode, we're going to reinstall it this way. And it's very important that when you reinstall the black tab, it's even on the plastic part and that it's under the groove right here because that keeps it in place. And now reinstall the spark plug boot. Now by having it in the summer mode, there's no hot air going back to the carburetor and it pushes out more air on the side of the cylinder. And that's because the hole here is blocked by the tab, so all the hot air will be pushed out this way. And by the way, a chainsaw is cooled by the flywheel. It produces a lot of air. It goes up through the cover and out this way. That's why it's super critical to run your chainsaws with the covers, because if you don't, you will overheat your saw. And now to finish off the summer mode, all you have to do is flip this over again. Make sure the sunshine icon here is facing upwards. And then you want to line it up in these tabs here and just push down. And now all you have to do is put your cover back and you are back into the summer mode. And now I'm going to show you how to do it on the MS291 chainsaw. So first of all, on the 291 here, I'll be showing you how to switch it to the winter mode because when it was bought, it was in the summer mode. Now on the newer MS291, it's going to be slightly different. As you've noticed, the chainsaw does look different. The cover is totally different than the MS290. And again, all you need to do this on the 291 is your chainsaw tool. And there's 3 screws here that you have to loosen up. You can also use a T27 torque screwdriver to do this. And once you have the 3 screws loosened up, just take the cover off. The screws will stay on the cover. Now again, grab your chainsaw tool. Now with the screwdriver part of your chainsaw tool, you want to insert it where the orange tab is right here. And now what you want to do is just pry the orange tab out. It'll come out very easily. Now if you flip the tab over, you can see a snowflake here and the sunshine right here. This corresponds to the summer mode. That's the way it was in. It was pointing this way. And by having the sunshine on the tab point to the left of the chainsaw, it was blocking this hole right here so no air could get through. It was actually not allowing any hot air to get to the carb. So all the air was pushing to the right-hand side of the chainsaw cylinder head, thus cooling it down better. Now, if you want to switch the MS291 to the winter mode, all you have to do is flip it over like this. And now if I flip the tab again, you can see that the snowflake is pointing to the left of the chainsaw again. And that means that it will be in winter mode. So again, flip the tab over like this and just reinsert the tab in the grooves here and push in all the way till you hear it click. And again, by having hot air come through here, it will keep your carburetor warm and it'll prevent some ice freeze-ups in here. And most likely by having the saws in winter mode, your chainsaw will warm up a lot quicker. Now, since it's springtime here and approaching summer in Canada, I'm just going to flip it back to the summer mode. So again, just reach down with your screwdriver, pull out the tab, flip it over like this. And again, when you're in summer mode, you will notice that the sunshine arrow will be pointing to the left of the chainsaw. And this is how you want to put it in for the summer mode and push in till you hear it click. So now there's no hot air coming through here to warm up the carburetor. The hot air will all be pushed out this way, thus helping to cool the engine better. And another tip, guys, today is if your cylinder head on your chainsaw is dirty, make sure to clean it because your chainsaw will not be cooling itself properly if it's all clogged up. And what works good for that is an air hose with a blowgun. It just blows all the dirt off and then your chainsaw can cool itself better. And especially if you're in summer mode, make sure that the recoil is clean, like all these holes here should be unclogged. Same here on the MS290. If these holes are clogged, the flywheel has a harder time getting some fresh air in to cool the engine down. And also make sure that the fins on the flywheel of your chainsaw are clean because if it's really dirty, it's a problem getting some fresh air through the recoil as well to cool the engine down. And also if you're switching from winter to summer or vice versa, always make sure that your air filter is nice and clean because if it's dirty, your saw will consume way more fuel and it might cause other problems that you didn't expect. And as always, make sure to run your chainsaw only with the top cover installed properly. If you run it without the cover, just do it for a really short while because if you run it too long without the cover, it will definitely overheat and blow up your motor. So if this video has helped you, please like the video and share it with your friends. Make sure you're subscribed and make sure to check your chainsaw at the beginning of winter and summer to make sure that they're in the proper mode. You can also find instructions in the owner's manual when you buy a chainsaw as well. And if you do this, your chainsaw will last many, many years. Thanks again for watching, guys. Make sure you're subscribed and that you're following me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Have a great day.